President Woodrow Wilson's commencement speech at the United States Naval Academy. Mr. Superintendent, young gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, it had not been my purpose when I came here to say anything today, but as I sit here and look at you youngsters, I find that my feeling is a very personal feeling indeed. I know some of the things that you have been through, and I admire the way in which you have responded to the new call of duty. I would feel that I had not done either you or myself justice if I did not tell you so. I have thought that there was one interesting bond that united us. You were at Washington 3 years ago and saw me get into trouble, and now I am here to see the beginning of your trouble. Your trouble will last longer than mine, but I doubt if it will be any more interesting. I have had a liberal education in the last 3 years, with which nothing that I underwent before bears the slightest comparison. But what I want to say to you, young gentlemen, is this. I can illustrate it in this way. Once and again, when youngsters here or at West Point have forgotten themselves and done something that they ought not to do, and were about to be disciplined, perhaps severely, for it, I have been appealed to by their friends to excuse them from the penalty. Knowing that I've spent most of my life at a college, they commonly say to me, "You know college boys, you know what they are. They are heedless youngsters very often, and they ought not to be held up to the same standards of responsibility that older men must submit to." And I have always replied, "Yes, I know college boys, but while these youngsters are college boys, they are something more. They are officers of the United States. They are not merely college boys. If they were, I would look at their derelictions of duty on their part in another spirit. But any dereliction of duty on the part of a naval officer of the United States may involve the fortunes of a nation and cannot be overlooked. Do you not see the difference? You cannot indulge yourselves in weaknesses, gentlemen. You cannot forget your duty for a moment, because there might come a time when that weak spot in you should affect you in the midst of a great engagement, and then the whole history of the world might be changed by what you did not do or did wrong. So that the personal feeling I have for you is this. We are all bound together, I for the time being and you permanently, under a special obligation, the most solemn that the mind can conceive. The fortunes of a nation are confided to us. Now, that ought not to depress a man. Sometimes I think that nothing is worthwhile that is not hard. You do not improve your muscle by doing the easy thing. You improve it by doing the hard thing. And you get your zest by doing a thing that is difficult, not a thing that is easy. I would a great deal rather, so far as my sense of enjoyment is concerned, have something strenuous to do than have something that can be done leisurely and without a stimulation of the faculties. Therefore, I congratulate you that you are going to live your lives under the most stimulating compulsion that any man can feel, a sense, not of private duty merely, but of public duty also. And then if you perform that duty, there is a reward awaiting you which was superior to any other reward in the world. That is the affectionate remembrance of your fellow men, their honor, their affection. No man could wish for more than that or find anything higher than that to strive for. And therefore, I want you to know, gentlemen, if it is any satisfaction to you, that I shall personally follow your careers in the days that are ahead of you with real personal interest. I wish you Godspeed and remind you that yours is the honor of the United States.